thanks for joining us. You're watching Notepad. I'm your host, Ibrahim Sani. Today I have with me the Asia Pacific President of Honor Business, Yi Wei. He is here to talk about the dual branding strategy of Huawei Technologies and more specifically about the business of Huawei and how they use the Honor brand specifically to market into a very interesting niche audience. Thanks again for joining us. I want to focus very much deeply into the Honor business. Where would you say the aspiration of the Huawei brand and versus the Honor brand? How do they differentiate each other? For instance, Honor is targeting a different segment, or Huawei is targeting a different segment. How do they talk to each other in terms of market acceptance?
Okay, so the Huawei brand we define is a premier brand. You can see Huawei brand, we have the dual flagship, we have the Mate series, we have the P series. Now the Mate series and the P series is focused on some of the high-end consumers. And our Honor brand, Honor was born in 2013 from the internet. At the beginning, we are defined as the Yi brand. And then we focus on the young generations. And now we define the Honor is more focused for young generation. This is different.
Okay, so we now understand a little bit about the Honor brand associating with the younger segment. Is Honor also trying to reach out to the digital native group as well, or the young consumers that are familiar or more familiar with the digital technologies?
Yes, sure. You know, the Honor brand was born from the internet, and then we have more focus on the young people and more focus on the digital young generation. This is you can see now we have the fan clubs. Now globally, now we have the almost 1 million fans globally, and in Malaysia we also organize some the fan club events regularly. For example, in last year we have organized a fan club festival. We have asked invite more than 200 fans join us, and we organized this event in Ipoh, in Penang, in some of the major cities. This is the first. The second, you know, because now for Honor, we was from Huawei. We have the top technology, we have the high quality, but the most important is we target customer is the young generations.
How do you communicate your brand to the young generation, more predominantly the young digital native group? How do you communicate that Honor brand promise to this particular market?
So I think now we cooperation with some of the, you know, also cooperation. Now the young people is like the fashion, new style. Now we would like to cooperate in some some other brand together. Some of the young people's favorite brand. For example, globally we cooperate with the Machino. Yeah, because Machino is more and more popular for the young generations. So globally we cooperate with the Machino together. And we also feel the mobile gaming is more and more popular and hot for the smartphone. So now we are also cooperation with some of the top mobile gaming, for example, the PUBG and the Mobile Legend. This is some of the top mobile gaming provider. And we also, you know, they have some new things. Now you can see in Malaysia, now the bubble tea is is very popular.
Boba.
Yeah. So we also cooperation with the Align. This brand is also Malaysia very popular the bubble tea brand. So we also cooperating together. It means now we have the top technology, we have the high quality, and we also find some things that more and more the Malaysia young people know us, like us from the digital, also from the offline.
It seems like, okay, so, you know, in terms of technology, Huawei Technologies is, I guess, noted around the world, not just in Malaysia, of being a very strong promoter of technology. Nobody's going to question that. But now the trick here is on building partnerships. You're mentioning some of these partners that you have. Does this mean that you have to continue building more partners in the future to make sure that your brand continues to meet the demand and the commitment that you make to your young digital native group? Do you think that more partnerships is needed?
Yes, sure. So I think in last 20 years, I think Huawei is very successful in the overseas market. I think this is because we focus on our partners. Because without the partners' support, I don't believe Huawei can be success together. This is why I think in the past years, we hope we can keep the very good relation with the media. We can keep the good relation with the online partners, for example, the Shopee, Lazada. We also hope keep the very good relation with the retailers. I do believe only retailers. We only think if only we maintain the very good relation can help us success together.
Right, we'll take a short break. When we come back, we'll discuss a little bit more with Honor Vice President of Asia Pacific. Don't go anywhere.